Welcome back to this week's set of film breakdowns. We're going to be doing film breakdowns this week. Just decided to do that, give you some live reps. Me playing with my 87 overall bum squad versus God squads. It's going to give you an idea of what to do, what's going to be universally working in Madden, no matter your team's overall, and what you can do when you have overall and speed disadvantages. So today we're going to be going back onto defense. So make sure you head over to the 4-6 defensive playbook if you're not already in it. If you want to follow along with this defense, make sure you're in that 4-6 defensive playbook. And I've already set up my audibles, so if you want to see those or you want to know what those are, make sure you head to the first video 2 days ago of this specific line of videos. But with that being said, if you are all caught up and today and you've watched the other ones religiously, we're going to be on our second drive on defense, and we're going to be more specifically talking about the adjustments that we're going to make in spinner to adjust to what our defender was doing. Because if you remember last time, he was running a post and on the backside, and I had my zone on the other side, and the post was getting open versus man, and we ended up actually lurking it. But now we have to adjust. We have to adjust for that, because he's going to start looking for our user and start working our zone. So what we want to do is we want to throw a zone out there and start lurking where our zones are. That's how you stay ahead of the game. Today's all about staying ahead of the game. Okay? So we're just going to let this drive run. I'm just going to be live reacting, but that's the point of today's video, is we're going to be in spinner, and we're going to be trying to adjust ahead of where our opponent is going, because we have the lead, and we can get a little aggressive now, okay? The last thing you want to do when you have the worst team and you have a lead is get too conservative, okay? So you want to start conservative, get your opponent to make some mistakes, and then you want to ramp up the aggressiveness, okay? So there you go. You see I put that hook curl right there. He doesn't know it's there yet, but he will pretty soon when he tries to throw that post. I'm going to start putting that hook curl there. I was using Hendricks before, but now he's going to see me using... Okay. So that was a good little read by my opponent. That's something that he hadn't showed me was in his bag before. It's all good. We're gonna have to adjust for it. Anytime I see weird formations like this, I just like to press and back off the outside corner on the side that I think they're gonna run towards, and then kind of slide towards that side, and then let my blitzing defensive back on the weak side fly in. That was what you saw basically on the first play of this drive. But I gotta shout out my opponent. At least he is sticking to his run game. Here we go. I love when I see doubles with the spinner, because I can be super aggressive against doubles. Like, that's the only problem. Having those massive speed disadvantages, they can start throwing over outside thirds. So that's what you have to be careful about. All right, but Trey Y flex, I am definitely going to baseline here, put out a little cover 3 look on that right side, man somebody up, and he actually hit the seam. So probably should have manned that guy up, not the outside corner. I mean, outside wide receiver, excuse me. I do with Hendricks this time. He should have just taken his tight end, but again, that's what you want to do. You want to make them hesitate, and you want to take away their primary reads, okay? And then we got that heat in there from that blitzing DB. So, like I said earlier, pistol ace. We're going to go ahead and slide to the right. Then we're going to back off the guy on the right. Then we're going to let that blitzing DB on the left come in free. We're going to lurk that post if it is a pass. And that's what happens. And we absolutely bag him. And I know you can't see me right now, but I can see myself. I was feeling myself a little bit after that. Okay? But here we're going to go back to that original setup where I'm going to put that... Oh, I didn't. I actually didn't, because it was so... Because he had so far to go. I actually didn't. So he's actually going to go for it here. Right here, I mean, this is easy, guys. You just want to back everybody up and play the sticks, okay? That's just an easy bag. See, now, what we have successfully done here is we have stayed ahead of the game, so to speak, of our opponent, and we have made sure to adjust in front of where we think that he's going to adjust. The one thing that he got us was that little wheel route up the sideline. But playing with a worse team, you have to be on your P's and Q's with your scheme. You have to be adjusting frequently to get your opponent off guard, and then also make sure that you're trying to anticipate what they're going to do to attack the adjustments you are making. And if you're able to do that correctly, it's going to make your opponent feel like nothing is open, like they're seeing ghosts. Trust me. So if you want to make your opponent see even more ghosts, make sure you head over to themaddenacademy.com and get signed up for your first course today. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I will see you in tomorrow's video. But until then, peace.